I'm going to snap my fingers and... Welcome to another video from Cardboard East. My name's Jay. I play board games from Asia and share it fun with all of you. This is my 2025 Gen Con Asian board game extravaganza. I don't know if that's an actual thing, but it's going to be a thing. So, as you can see here, I'm going to snap my fingers and boom! You should be seeing a map right now, and these are all the booths that are selling games that were originally from Asia. And I made a whole map that take you throughout the course of the Gen Con exhibitor hall, and I'm going to walk you through them. And we're going to pretend like you're doing this in this exact order because obviously it's the most efficient way. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So right at the main entrance, you're going to be pushing safely through all the way to booth 613, and that's going to be level 99 games. Now there you're going to get Campania. Now Campania is a dice placement fantasy game with lots of fantastic artwork. They just had a Kickstarter a while ago, and it maybe began fulfilling. And this is just for demo only, as I saw here. Yes, I thought it was too soon for it to fulfill, but you can check out a demo there of that game. And I'm sure there are late pledge options. Just talk to the people there, and they'll be more than happy to help you out. Now, then you're done with booth 613. And you see you're going to cut all the way around the hall, all the way to the Family Fun Pavilion to booth 2010. 2010 is Happy Camper, and they're going to have Jungo. But we could drill down into Jungo, and if you see here, here we are at Hachi Train. Hachi Train was originally trains, and it's not the sexiest look of cards, but it's a fantastic game. And a lot of people compare this with Scout. And for good reason, because they're both games where you can't rearrange your cards. You can see that it's re-implemented twice as Jungo and Nana Toridori. Jungo makes it, Nana Toridori is birds, and Jungo is monkeys. I think monkeys are really cute. I'm definitely going to be running to this booth and picking up a copy. Then, let's see here, after you do that, you're going to run from 2010 to the corner to the Family Fun Pavilion to 2211. Now, 2211 is Jelly Games and Matagot. Sometimes some publishers will combine together and share a booth. So at the Jelly Games corner, you're going to get Ubibo, which is, if you look at this, this is exactly what the game is. You're putting your fingers together, holding chopsticks, and then they have these little balls here. Think of them as clown noses. They're kind of that same material. I'm not exactly sure what that is. And then you're going to putting these in between the chopsticks. It's a lot of fun. It's really hilarious. You have a nice, fun feel to it. But in Matagot, you also have Panda Spin, which is from Carl Chudok, and it comes from China. One of my favorite shedding games of all time. I put it in my top 20 ladder climbing shedding games. And you can check that video out where I talk a little bit more about Panda Spin. Definitely worth checking out. Now you're going to leave this. So you went from 613, 2010, 2211, and you're going to run just around the corner to 2435, which is IELLO or Hachette, and you're going to pick up mythical dice, otherwise known as Mino dice. Now, if you don't know what mythical dice or Mino dice is, it is essentially Skull King, the dice game, and it's just so much fun. If there were a trick-taking game that were a party game, it would be Mino dice. And I absolutely love this game. Be it Mino dice or mythical dice, both are fantastic. It's originally by another publisher, then it's Playte. Playte has Mino dice, IELLO has mythical dice. Either way, you're going to go home happy because it's a really hilarious, fun game. Then you're going to leave this booth and you're going to go run all the way to the end of the hallway to 3039. And that should be, yes, Synapses Games. Oh, look, they picked up Compile. So if you want to pick up one of the last few Compile games, you can. But they're going to have Yokohama Duel. Now, you may want to run to this booth first because, I mean, they're also going to have the original, their version of Yokohama. But they might have the Yokohama upgraded bits. And if they want to pick up those, because yeah, you definitely want to pick up those. They ran out, I believe, on the first day at Gen Con. So you may want to consider just running all the way straight to this booth. And they'll have Yokohama Duel, which is a 2-player Yokohama variant, and you don't have the logistical trail, which made Yokohama very unique. But it's still a really solid game, and oh look, it's only 25 bucks. All right, so now we're gonna leave 3039, and we're finally gonna start looping back, and we're gonna hit 2946, and 2946 is Grand Gamers Guild. Now, they have a lot of solid games here, this publisher, but you're gonna come specifically for Pass. Pass is a great shedding game from Taiwan. Wang Yu, the designer, he showed his wife Scout, and she loved it, but she didn't like the negative score. So Wang Yu designed a shedding game that didn't have negative points. Now, this has been a divisive game, to be fair. It's been divisive, so some people do not like the graphic design. I think the graphic design is fantastic, and I love it. I love how clean it looks. I know the dice are kind of poo-pooed all over it, but I don't always agree with their opinions, and this one I think is a fantastic shedding game. It's really good. Now, after that, we are going to leave 2946, run into the entrepreneurs venue to 2860, and 2860 will take us to Wales Entertainment. Now, this publisher is in China and in California because companies can do that. And look at their games. They have like Lucha Lucha, which is like Mexican wrestlers. This is a abstract, like a pattern building game. Taylor Master, which think of it as like Hues and Cues. Oh my goodness, Hues and Cues, but with fashion, and it's kind of fun. And it's like almost like a Where's Waldo with fashion. Nice, fun little game. Vines and Flowers is a great abstract game where it kind of builds in 3D. Definitely check that one out. The table presence of that is really, really cool. Werewolf Duel, I know absolutely nothing about. It is a deduction card game for 2 players. So the fact that it's 2 is pretty interesting because there aren't many deduction games with 2, but you could demo it. I would recommend checking that one out. All right, now we're going to leave Wales Entertainment and just go right around the corner to 2765. And then that is going to take us to Salt and Pepper Games. Now, they are from Spain, and they do have a lot of great games here. I really, really like their line of games. Like Onada is a great solo game about the Japanese soldier who was found like in the 1960s, 70s. He just thought the war was going on for that long. This is one about the papacy, like voting for who's going to become the next pope. But Escape from the Moon is a solo game from Japan, and it's going to be a game that I think you're going to seek out. This is a solo game, and if you like solo games, and solo games are your thing, then definitely check this out. Salt and Pepper Games also picked up one of my favorite games, Unreliable Wizard, and they should have copies of that there because it's just a fantastic game. Now, this is a good game, so definitely check that out. And then you're going to go from them and go run right down the corner to 2657 here. And 2657 will be Wonderful World Board Games, all the way from Taiwan. Now, they have 3 games here. I believe Last Lantern is a cooperative game for tile placement. I've heard it is very difficult. I have not played it. Dragonarium, let's drill down into it really quickly here, is a really pretty game. And if you can see here on the back what the assets look like, it's a very pretty game. I have not played it yet either, but what I have played is I have played Castle Razors. I will do a review of this later on this month, and it's a really good gateway plus game where you are pigs building up a castle like this. You're building up a giant turret, and you're trying to defend yourself from an army of wolves trying to crash in. And it's a really clever, very light game. I think it's light. It's 2.5, so Ticket to Ride type level. But it can play 1, 2, 4 players, and I think it's a solid game. Definitely go check out Castle Razors. Then you're going to go from them, go to 2663, and that is going to be, Playte. It's actually BGNations. which is a Taiwanese publisher, I believe. Yes, and they make a lot of great games. Like if they're like one of the two publishers of Taiwan that do heavier gamer games. It's them and Mo Ideas. But definitely check out their booth, BGNations, and their games from Taiwan because they're going to have lots of fun stuff. But it's going to be Playte. Playte is coming to Gen Con. So if you don't know anything about Playte, I'm going to have a video about a lot of Playte games later on. I also did a video about Korean board games, so definitely check that out, where I talk a little bit more about Playte. I have played Digicode. Digicode is a deduction game from 2 to 5 players, really 2. You're deducing this 6-digit code, and it's quite fascinating. I think Shut Up, Sit Down did a video of this as well. Meow Meow Dice is ridiculously cute. I'm going to just drill down into this because I want to show you how insanely cute these dice are. Look at that. Look at that. These are the faces of the die. Each face of the die is a different body part. Look, like there's the head, there's the feet, on the back is the tail. Adorable. Super, super adorable. Look at this game. Really adorable. I've been told that the mechanics are not super deep, and it's just, you know, it's an okay game, but it's really, really cute. They also have Zombie Dot. But if you're going to see Playte's games, and I strongly recommend you do, I definitely recommend picking up Orapa Mine. Is a fantastic deduction game. Probably my favorite from Playte. But they have a lot of great games. Definitely lose yourself there and take advantage of that because Playte, I don't know when Playte's going to come back to the States. So this is going to be a rare time for you to check them out. If you buy enough games to fill their box, they will give you a discount. Think of it as like a giant card sleeve box. It's definitely going to be worth it. Now you're going to run from 2663 all the way around here to 2569. And that is going to take you to, yes, Charming Games Collective, designer Dylan Coyle, who does super cute art games and tuck boxes. And if that sounds like your cup of tea, then man, this is your publisher because like they have Capybara Crush, which is a nice like drafting game with a little bit abstract. Doomcat, which I still have not played. I believe it is a dice game. But these are all his new games. Dragon Mail, what is that? A drafting game. There's Merge Mountain with unicorns, hand management, race animals. Otter, I have played, which is a really fun shedding ladder climbing game. And you can play it solo. Park Life is a fantastic game. You should have copies of Park Life there. And this is the Storm expansion. So if you like Park Life and you want to explore that universe more, definitely pick up the expansion because it's definitely worth it. The one that I'm most excited about here isn't the petting zoo because it's, I mean, llamas are very cute, but it's this one, this raccoon eating ramen. Use all your sick days. You're calling sick, but not at the same time as others. Hilarious. So funny. I am really pumped up about this game. In fact, let's just change that to a must-have. Vegan Cafe, Action Points Grid, abstract game. So he has a lot of these cute little tuck box games that are coming out. Definitely go there and check them out. I mean, they're all small price points, like 16. I mean, that's the dice game, 40. These are mostly for demo, but Otter 16. The expansion is 8, and these are demo as well. I think these will be upcoming Kickstarter games. So definitely check out that. He's a good publisher to check out because I really like everything he's been doing so far. And I believe that was 2569. We're going to run all the way, hug this back wall. There's a bathroom here in case you need to stop. 1849, and if I am correct, that is Allplay. Allplay has a lot of games that are originally from Japan. Alibis, which is a really fun game about portmanteaus. Very clever game. Originally from a Japanese designer. But he also has Llama Llama, which is a reimplementation of Dog Poker. Dog Poker is from Mob Plus. Mob Plus is the publisher who did Nana, one of the best games of all time. Dog Poker is my favorite in the poker series. They have Dog Poker, Cat Poker, and Mole Poker, which I lovingly call Mole Poker. But Dog Poker is my favorite. But Llama Llama has Sai Beppu art, and it is really, really fun. I definitely recommend, though. I mean, a lot of games are really good here. Like, they have some really good games here. Ruins is Great. Soda Jerk from Chris Yee is really good. Terrible Quest is from Asia, and it is really fun. Shintaro Ono. You are tearing pieces of paper to fulfill a quest. And there are no images here for me to show you, but it's really good. And it's a great, fun, novel game. And it's really cheap, too, only $9. But if you had to get one game this year from Allplay, it's got to be Vivo. And for $9, let me tell you, it's one of the best trick-taking games I've ever played. Fantastic game. In fact, I made it here. Yeah, the first time I played the game, I didn't think much of the game. However, there's a subtlety to Vivo that's easily overlooked. The cadence of the song cards is the key to this game. Knowing the current and next song adds some layers to your decision-making process. It's really good. A fantastic, fantastic, fun trick-taking game. Now we are leaving Allplay, running straight down to the main hall, and that is be 1930. And that will be, what will that be? Oh, that'll be Barrel Age Games, and they have Wanted Wombats, which is also originally from Mob Plus. And this is the original artist here. You can see this here. It is a push your luck game, super clean, absolutely hilarious, fun game. It's a tiny little tuck box. It's really worth it. If you like small party 10-minute push your luck games, this one's fantastic. And they changed the artwork here. But, I mean, I don't know how much are they charging for it. Okay, well, it might be demo only. But it's definitely fun. Definitely go there. Check it out because it's worth your time. Then you're going to run all the way here to 1629. We don't know what that is. That's going to be, GameHead. And GameHead has, Corgi Pileup, from what I've heard, is a really fun ladder climbing game, and it has tons of ridiculously cute corgis. If you can resist that, then try No Loose Ends. No Loose Ends has art from, again, Saibapu, but it's a Taiki Shinzawa game, and it is a trick-taking game. It was originally called Shut the Books. There it is. Shut the Books is one of my favorite Taiki Shinzawa games. Taiki Shinzawa has designed, like 50 trick-taking games at this point. But this is one of his better designs. And No Loose Ends is a re-implementation of it with a nice film noir theme to it. It's really good. It cleaned up the scoring just a little bit. And I like this artwork much better than the original. Much better card art. Fantastic trick-taking game. If you want some of the best trick-taking game out there, get it. In fact, look at this. It's Chris Yee. Man himself says, shut these books. Or something clever. I don't know. Well, if you see Chris Yee, tell him he's got to work on his being witty, but he takes fun pictures. So that was No Loose Ends. And then now we are going to run from 1930 all the way here to 1629. What is 1629? 1629 is, oh no, I'm sorry. We were at 1629. Now we're running up to 1443, and we're going to get 12 Rivers, which I'm going to click as a must-have because I think this is going to be one of the best games from Asia at Gen Con. 12 Rivers is an amazing, amazing game. You are dropping marbles, and the marbles are going to flow down these rivers, and you can put these little dams here, and then whatever marbles get stuck there, you get to keep. So you're taking turns dropping these little dams to pick up some marbles. You also have, let's see here. You also have these contract cards to fulfill your orders. Like here they are here. Ta-da! To fill these orders here. So this person needs like 5 of any kind. But you also, let's see here, have this little llama, and you can only hold 6 marbles at a time. Really, really clever. Now, they have re-engineered, Good Game Publishing has re-engineered this, and they did a really, really good job. Because I played the original from Taiwan, and this they've re-engineered it, made the marbles a little bit bigger, changed the sizes, reworked the contracts. Much, much better game. I'm going to subscribe to it and become a fan. And I'm going to say, yeah, I want it in trade. I want to wish it. I'm going to add it to my love to have. And that is 12 Rivers. I think this is a game that you should absolutely get if you're looking for something that's really, really different and out there. 12 Rivers is not going to disappoint. and that was 1443. So now we're going to go for 1443, go up north, right here, boom, 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 to 1449. 1449 is Crowd Games, not Crow D. Now, they have Barrage. They have all these great games, but, excuse me, had to get some tea here. They have Stella Quest. Now, Stella Quest is a trick-taking game from Korea. Excuse me. Originally, and I played the original one, and I didn't like it, but they rethemed it and gave it some really great artwork. And I've heard mixed reviews of it, but if you're looking for trick-taking games that are really beautiful, with great artwork, look at that. That's just really, really beautiful. Then I'd recommend picking up Stella Quest, originally from Korea Board Games. And that was, let's see here, this 1449. So now we're going to leave 1449, go straight up to 1457, which I believe is 25th Century Games. And here you go. 25th Century Games has a lot of great games. Chad does a lot of great work here. Botswana looks really good. Conservas looks fantastic. And if you, I mean, it is a solo game, but it's supposed to be really, really good. Heard lots of good things. But they also have probably the best version of Liar's Dice from Playte Games. So definitely check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. And pick up the nice version of Raw because, you know, that's what you want to do. After you pick that up, you're going to run all the way here to, let's see here, to 629. And 629 is Arcane Wonders. Arcane Wonders has been doing a lot of interesting games, picking up a lot of games from Asia recently. Buffet Boss comes from Singapore. Buffet Boss is, yeah, perfect. This is the game. You are stacking pieces of food. This egg really, really sucks. I can't tell you how much this egg sucks. It's terrible. You need a fish. But what I love most is that if you look at the edge of the box, it has this ruler that shows you how well you did. I asked Daryl, the designer, do you need it? What if they have it taller than the box? And he's like, it's never going to happen, Jay. I've tried it myself. He's never done it. He's gotten 2 boss, and that's the highest he's ever gotten it. No one can ever get higher than that. He was pretty adamant about it. But you can prove him wrong. But this is Buffet Boss. It's a great little family game. And then Cat and the Tower. I did a whole video about this. And this is one of my favorite dexterity games. Look at this. Look at that. That's the game. And not only is that, but you have like these little meeples here that are cats that slowly move up the tower. You're trying really hard to get to the top. I feel really bad because I was at Origins and some people were playing this game and they got it really high. I think it was like 17 out of 20. I'm like, wow, that's really cool. Like, what's the highest that's you ever seen it? And they talked to me. It's like, oh, well, actually, we're almost done. And then I distracted them and the whole tower fell. They kind of looked at me as if it were my fault. And it's technically not, but I feel like it is. They felt like it is. Might as well have been my, oh well. Number Chain is a great fun game from Korea Board Games. And you can see Korea Board Games logo there. This is all about chaining your cards together to empty your hand. It's a shedding game. It has like this Skippo op feel, if you like these old school classic card games, because that's exactly what it feels like. But definitely go there and demo it, and it's really cheap, 20 bucks. So definitely check that out. Then you're gonna leave Arcane Wonders and run all the way to this wall, 235, which is Portal Games. And this is probably my #1 game from Asia at Gen Con this year. Age of Galaxy looks fantastic. Try to imagine a Civ 4X game. And the twist is that you don't play one faction, you play 3. You get 3 random factions, and they each have their own unique ability, and you get all 3. So every time you play the game, you're going to have 3 different factions. So it's like just lots of replayability here. I am super, super pumped about this game. I think it's going to be fantastic. It just looks good. Let's just go here. Images. Any images? Nope. Well, there's this one image here. Everything about this looks fun and clean. It was originally a game from China, and they just cleaned it up. Looks fantastic. I cannot wait to play this game. I think it's going to be the best game from Asia at Gen Con this year. Then you're going to run all the way up here to 254, and that's going to take you to Hobby Japan. Now, Hobby Japan has these two games here. This is like Guessocracy, which is a bluffing, dice rolling, like kind of party-ish game. But this, Gibberers, the word game of language invention and civilization development, is so surreal. I cannot recommend this game enough. You are essentially just creating a language in this game. And it's going to begin really slowly, like yes and no. And you're going to have to decide as a group, what is yes, what is no. And then there'll be like prepositions like top, up, below, left, right. And you slowly get to build this giant vocabulary. And you get harder and harder ideas that you have to use your pre-existing vocabulary to describe. And it's so emergent. Like, it's really good. I already have this game. That's why it's not a must-have for me. But this is the English version. Man, I don't know how to say this. Like, when I was at Essen and people played this game, the next day you could hear them talking in this completely made-up language of theirs, and they're throwing in like inside jokes, inside humor. If you like games that are about world building, this is for you. This is such a fascinating game. In fact, if you are a TTRPGer and you like linguistics, get this game. You're going to love it. It's going to be one of your favorite games. Now, it's not really an hour to 3 hours. There are little scenarios, and some of them are shorter and longer than others. So it's not really that long, but it totally can be, depending on the session. Fantastic game. Definitely check that out. You can leave Hobby Japan behind, go up here to 161 to one of the last booths, and that is Broadway Toys from Hong Kong. Now, Wolf Street is an older game. I'm going to do a review of these two games in particular later this month. But this is a bidding game. But what's so cool about it, do they have pictures here? No, they don't. What's so cool about this is that assets in this game are fantastic to look at. Fiddle Factory is fantastic. It's originally Panic on Wall Street, but they just rethemed it with animals and made it Wolf Street. Fun game. You would think that this would be a great game to get, but let me tell you, Wonders Museum is even better. This is one of my favorite games from Taiwan. This is originally called Mini City, but let's see here, Mini City here. Yeah, there aren't, in fact, I think that's my picture that I put up there. There aren't many pictures of this. This is a city building game. Imagine Suburbia, the card game, and that's what this game is. Fantastic, amazing, really, really good game. They rethemed it as a museum, and now you have like these small, thin cards here. Really, really clever game. Your currency is mostly just cards, so you gain cards, you draw cards, you play cards as currency to add new cards to your tableau. Really, really clever game. I think Wonders Museum will be one of the better games to come out from Asia this year. Yeah, that's how strongly I feel about it. It's that good. But let's see here. Last but not least is you're going to come all the way there to booth 137. And booth 137, let's see here if we could, we'll clear this out. We'll do filters. Booth 137 is, here we go, Bézier Games, and Bézier Games is me. You could come, say hi to me. You went through this whole gauntlet of games, made this giant fish type structure, and 137, stop by, say hi, be like, hi Jay, I play board games from Asia. I followed your map to you. Thank you so much. Just say hi, I would love it. We have all these new games here, and Game Makers is a board game about making board games. Demo it. It's fantastic. If you're a gamer, I can't recommend this game enough. But I will be remiss, there is one other publisher that isn't on this particular map, and that is BluEncore from India. Now, if you look here on this is the BGG Gen Con 2025 preview. So if you go here, you'll see their games. Biomes and Nigiris, I did a whole video on. You can check that out. Malagasy, I know nothing about this. What is it? Pattern building, set collection, environment, exploration. War for Atraxia is this intense, like, war network building game. Looks really cool. But if you click on this link, it's going to take you to here. And you'll notice that, oh, well, these are events. You could actually just demo these games, play these games. Here, it's a 3-hour duration for free. You have a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Some of these are sold out. This is in, let's see here. Here, ICC Hall, which is this hall here. So here is the main exhibitor hall. And if you go here, and we could zoom in maybe a little bit. Yeah. Dang it. Here, you see Hall E, B, C, somewhere in Hall B. It'll be right here somewhere. And then you could demo games from India. And that is my 2025 Gen Con release video review extravaganza. Yay, words. So if you're looking for board games from Asia at Gen Con, follow this map. And it begins with the main entrance, ends with me. Hello. Follow that list, run that gauntlet, stop by the Bézier Games booth, say hi, and show me what games you got, because I would love to see them and love to chat with you about them. Once again, my name's Jay. I play board games from Asia and share what I find with all of you. I'm going to put a link up here to a video that I think you'll enjoy. See you there.